Okay, so sorry, forgot to start recording, but we're good here. That's Hawks. You just click on that Hawks single sign-on link. That handles everything for you. And then the only other thing you can think about, if you don't have a calculator, you probably want to get a calculator. Pretty soon. Okay. All right, so back to the syllabus, and then we'll look at Hawks in more detail in just a minute. How it works and all of that. Back to the syllabus. I'll try to get through all the boring stuff as quick as we can. So I got a few important dates on there just to make you aware of those. Last day to drop a class and get your money back is August 24th. Last day to drop a class at all, I'll get your money back, is November 5th. We have 2 holidays to consider here. Labor Day coming up 6th. Class on that day. We've got holiday weeks. Other than that, we're here. Okay. And our final exam for this class, I know it's the first day. Final exam for this class is on Monday, December 6th. A little bit different from our class time, not too bad. Some of the finals, just be aware in your other classes, especially, some of the finals are a way different time than your class time, so just keep an eye out for that. All right, so where's our grade come from in here? Plan is we'll do 3 tests during the semester. One of those will be 100 points. 100 points. Online stuff, Hawks. It's just a percentage of, it's what percentage of the Hawks grade. And we'll have a comprehensive final, but it'll be optional. What that means is if you've taken the 3 tests and done your Hawks assignments and you're happy with your grade when we get towards the test, you don't. Questionnaire person will be here on paper. That's a good question. So, happy with your grade when we get to the end. If maybe you didn't make as good as you wanted to on one of the 3 tests, and final, because if you score higher on the final, one of the other 3 tests, the final. Questions on that? Try to keep it as simple as I can. Alrighty, so now we get into all the boring legal stuff, really. Try to stay off your phone during class. It takes for something. I'm not gonna get you fit. The only time it really matters is on test day. Use your phone on test day. Use your phone on test day, cancel. Attendance. Our department policy says you need to be at 80% of class meetings to get credit, but I realize that we're kind of in the middle of a global situation here. Now everybody's tired of hearing about it. So, really just try to be here if you can be here. All possible, try to be here. We'll have times when quarantine or sick. Family member that's sick that they take care of. We'll work around that. You need to be here if you can be here. Because the whole point of having class is so I can make learning this stuff easier for you. What class is for? I'll just look at you and tell you to learn it. You wouldn't have to come to class, but it would take you way more time and effort. Okay. If we have to have any virtual meetings, who knows, I think, if we have to have any virtual meetings, I'll take attendance every day in class. If we have to have any virtual meetings, we won't do attendance. I don't know, nobody really planned for that possibility. I think they're going, won't have attendance, but whatever assignments we already had to do, we'll do. Hope we don't. Questions on? Been doing this for a while, so here's how this plays out. People don't come to class, they don't pass. My personal story too. I tell you that when I was a student. So just try to be here. All of our assignments will be online through Hawks, except for our test. Work again. On Hawks and look at that in a minute. Have to do anything special. As far as testing, all of our tests will be on paper, and unless something weird happens, it'll be in this classroom. Old-fashioned paper test, this room, same time as class time. I'll let you know ahead of time. Probably way out. Probably by the end of the week, I'll have a daily schedule made up for you. This class, we won't have any online testing unless we have some kind of extreme situation for university campus in-person class meeting. Have some kind of really unusual extreme situation. Probably not gonna happen. Just real weird, okay? Questions on concerns? How many of you had to do a bunch of online school last year? Pretty tired of it? It's got good and bad. Okay. Makeup exams, if you still have the 3 tests, have to miss an exam, it does happen sometimes. I get possible. Let me know ahead of time you're going to miss the test. That's the best. I know that's not always possible. Sometimes you have a car accident on the way to school or something having to deal with other than emailing the teacher. And let me know ahead of time. Anyway, if you miss a test, you need 2 things to take a makeup. You need your excuse valid, you need your excuse documented. Valid, usually pretty much every excuse I get, tell me it's pretty valid. Documented part's the harder part. They were thinking about like doctor's excuses or accident reports or copies of court orders or programs from a funeral or something along those lines. Have some kind of. Otherwise, kind of why we're hard on that. Otherwise, it's okay because just take the final. Final will take the place. And the way we'll do makeup exam, I'll send the test over to testing services in the basement of the library. Call over there and make an appointment with them. They're a lot more flexible to work with my schedule. Nice. Let me know if you talk about that if you have any. email is the best way to get in touch with me, or you can send me a Canvas message. That's basically the same thing that comes to me. It's the best way to get in touch with me. Got the by A in here, you know. Usually I'm really quick to respond to email. If it's not some weird time of day, I'm not teaching another class, usually as soon as I get it typed up, you'll get really quick back to you. Basically as good as sending me a text message for the phone number. So. Usually really quick. No, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So one reason for saying that is if you don't get a response from me reasonably soon, send me another email and make sure I got the first. Every once in a while something weird will happen and it'll go in the junk folder and I don't. Sometimes you'll try to send me one and it go through. I'll still answer your email on the weekend. There just in case, so nobody gets too cranky about it. Okay. It's just a university academic dishonesty policy. Cheat. You don't want to cheat, and you don't want classmates to cheat either. I'm not thinking about that. I didn't when I was a student. So something to think about. I have 2 degrees from here. So I want those degrees to be worth something. Other than what I know, I want it to out in the world to other people. And so the idea here is that if we have a bunch of people cheat and make it through, then when they go to get a job and put down they have a degree from JSU and they don't know what they're doing. Then when they go get interviewed, then when they see your resume with JSU on there, they're going to think you don't know what you're doing. I want people to actually know what we say they know. Any soapbox for that. Just don't cheat. Don't cheat. Not worth it. If you need to cheat, come see me for help instead. Okay. You're a military connected student. Good. You have to do any kind of training or anything. Have any Title IX concern? Easily. Questions on any of that? Am I good with it? Okay. That is there. Again, that's just right on the home page on our Canvas. I have this a day. All right. Let's see. So the next thing for us to look at. Take a look at Hawks and what that looks like and how it works. And that's, hang on, it's not going to work because I'm on student view. It knows I'm not a student anymore. So that's what it'll look like after you get registered and set up for Hawks. Textbook's called Viewing Life Mathematically. I'll throw you off. The name of the class is Finite Math. When you log in, you'll have the screen that'll give you information about assignments. Right now, everything's due several days from now. All in one column. It says typically in the middle of the semester, you'll have I think it's due soon or due in the next 24 hours or something. Next one's coming up will be in one column. And you'll have this due later column also. Have anything past due, have a column that says this time. What it is. And if you're a planner that likes to plan things out and you want to see all the due dates, you can click on that Add Course button up in the corner. No, View Course. I'm not scrolled over. Damn, screen's giving me trouble. There we go. View course up in the corner. And it'll pop up a list of assignments and due dates. Sure, the first due date's right. First assignment will be due August 30th. These other ones, I still need to probably look over them and make sure I haven't done anything dumb, like put something to do over Thanksgiving break or something. So, if you're making out a semester calendar, if you're one of those people, give me a few days before you got out all of your calendar stuff. Probably pretty close. Sure, the first one's August. Let's look at how Hawks works. Did any of you use Hawks Learning before? Good. Okay, so when we go to an assignment in Hawks, there's 3 places where you can spend your time. First section is called Learn. So most of the time, if you came to class for that topic, you won't really have to be in Learn much unless you miss something. That's an excellent place to start if you missed class that day. Learn walks you through that part of the textbook and covers the topics out of that section. Practice is where you'll start most of the time, probably. My suggestion. Go to practice, it brings up a set of problems from that section. Let you practice those types of problems. So let's this is question 1 of 10. You go through practice and you want to do more practice problems, go to practice again and it'll give you problems that be the same type but different numbers and things. Do as many practice problems as you want. One thing that's really useful about being in practice mode, you got this tutor button, or if you do a problem and it says it's wrong, it'll give you an option to go to the same place. You can either try first or just go straight to tutor, whichever you prefer. And in there, several resources we can use. This one, sometimes there's a video you can watch. Quality varies. This one, I guess, doesn't have a video, but give us step by step. So instead of asking for the answer, it's step by step on the problem. That still doesn't help. You can click on Learn, and it'll take you to the section from Learn mode that covers this type of problem. Or if you don't need any of that, you really just want to see what the answer was supposed to be, you can just go to Solution, and it'll just give you the answer there. Okay. So you'll know what went wrong if you missed it, or maybe how to do the next one. Let's see if the video is linked in Learn. Yeah, okay, so video is actually in Learn now. So on Learn, textbook pages, and then video. Video the Hawks people made, not a video I made. It will get the job done. Okay, so that's practice mode. You can do practice as many times as you want to. Okay. And then the last place we can spend our time, where we actually complete the assignments and earn points. So Hawks is what's called a mastery-based learning software. You'll see on each certified there's a mastery percentage list, 70%. Most of them are around there. So here what that means is we're going to have a problem set just like we had in practice. We need to get 70% of those questions correct. Get 70% or better correct. And certify, we've made it 100, we get all the points for that assignment. Go on to the next thing. You miss too many, can't get 70%. Don't get any points, but it's okay because you can try as many times. Unlimited attempts. Goal is at some point you get at least 70%. a little bit different than I'd expect. So let's look at what certified looks like. It looks almost just like practice. It's almost just like practice. Up at the top, you'll see a little heart with a 3 in there. This one's telling me I can still miss 3 questions and certify. There's 4 questions I have to try certify again. Got 10 questions. If you miss more than 3, that means you're downside of just jumping straight into certify, skipping over learn and practice. That if you miss a question, it says it's wrong. You don't have any help figuring out where you made it. Not a tutor button over here. So the Hawks people say, according to their research, students that spend a few minutes in practice before trying to certify actually get through certify faster than go straight to certify. Take that or leave it. Yes. Especially if you keep missing some problems in certify and you can't figure out what you're doing wrong, go back and find those problems in practice. The good thing about practice is you can skip problems. Got the idea there? Okay about it? It's not bad. It's one of the better softwares out there. There are plenty that are a lot worse. It's usually pretty good. Okay, let's look at, I guess one other thing before we leave Hawks here. It's rare that anybody actually uses this for some reason, but if you want to get to the ebook, you have it. Stop the ebooks and like having. Yes, most people prefer like just doing learning. And Canvas, every once in a while, I will update your Hawks grade so that Canvas matches Hawks. But if you ever want to know what your Hawks grade is before I get it updated in Canvas, you can just click on the grades button up there at the top. And whatever percentage it gives you here is what you currently have it on. That's what it'll be the next time I update. You don't have to wait on me. I really want to know what your Hawks grade is. A little bit more to mention in Canvas, not too much more. And we've got just some Canvas stuff, Canvas FQ on there, and general university policies. We've got our Hawks sign-on link. And the other thing that's there, hopefully it'll be helpful. Okay. I've got several videos of worked examples. Ones I've done in the past, and I'll add new ones as well. So just be aware that I've got quite a few videos linked. They're YouTube videos. It takes you to be aware that if you're having trouble on a section, double check and see if the video already there. Most of them I'm just working examples of the Hawks problems. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay. See what else we need. About it on syllabus stuff. Anyone know anything about the class? Stuff on time? I'll give you a brief outline. I feel like in this class we can get away without having to do math on the first day. wait. Actually do any math here. So this class, good and the bad of it, is that cover a bunch of topics in here, but we just cover just a little bit out of them. We don't get real deep, like where you get down to the real confusing stuff on any particular topic. We do cover a whole bunch of different topics. Every chapter changes topics. So that's good in that we don't have any real hard problems out of any section. So, it's just kind of a lot to hold in your brain sometimes. That means we kind of have a lot of vocabulary to deal with.